Hey, I hope I'm live. I am checking my device to see. It's really hard to tell, but um, assuming I am, my name is Lisa Medley, and I'm an executive coach. And if this is your first time seeing a video, seeing a live, I help Black women lead with confidence. I am here today. I wanted to do this live to talk about some of the challenges I see some of you having in the workplace and even in business. I'm an entrepreneur now. I left my company, it'll be a year in July. And, there's some things I learned, but there's some things that I learned in the corporate space and throughout my professional career that has carried me forward. And I want to share. And for some of you, this won't be new information. It'll serve as a reminder. Nevertheless, whether it's a reminder or new information, is important. And that idea is around having a professional board of directors. I don't care if you call it a board of directors, a squad, a posse, a tribe, a team. You need a set of professional individuals, specific roles, and specific responsibilities who will help you and who are responsible for helping you navigate some of the challenges that you are facing. So, listen, I have had my share of challenges and still experience, difficulties, and it all looks different depending on where you sit. But the one thing I can tell you is I have really been intentional about building a community around me of support people, professional board of directors who have my best interests at heart. I know that, hey, I know some of you may be on commenting, and I'm going to try to focus on the content and then I'm going to get to your questions. So if you have questions, drop them in the chat and I'll get to them as I go through. So listen, um, you need to be intentional about building a support system. Too many of my coaching sessions are with Black women who are at their wits' end with the shenanigans in the corporate space, navigating racism, biases, microaggressions, unfairness, the lack of feedback, feeling invisible, hyper visible for some. I'm the only one. I had a session yesterday with an executive, the only Black person, the only Black woman on a team of executives. So there are challenges that come with that environment. And I don't know that we're paying enough attention and being intentional enough about building a squad, building building a team around us of people who can help us. So um, here's what I think every person, every professional, even if you're an entrepreneur, needs in terms of your board of directors. You need coaches, you need mentors, you need sponsors. I'll say it again. You need coaches, you need mentors, you need sponsors. And these three roles operate very differently. And I'm going to talk about how. So, when you hire a coach is there to help you move forward, right? Help you discover, have insight, help you strengthen your performance, help you develop awareness, self awareness, emotional intelligence, learn your strengths, identify your gaps, right? So, a coach is going to, specifically an executive coach, is going to work with you, provide assessments and ask powerful, important questions that lead to insight. And that insight builds awareness, and that awareness has the opportunity and propensity to catapult you, right? A mentor Well, let me back up. A coach is not an advice giver, right? It is not my job as a coach to give you advice. I might offer feedback, I might offer insight. I may help you connect the dot between what you are saying and what I have observed you doing, right? So that's a coach, not this is what you need to do. A mentor will do that. So a mentor is there to guide you, to identify spaces that you might find beneficial in your workplace or in your on your entrepreneur journey. A mentor is going to um, identify the door and give you guidance along the way. You know, they typically have information that you don't have. So long gone are the days where mentors are older or more senior. You can have mentors that are your junior, right? Um, but just be they may have an expertise or a savviness that you don't have, so you seek their guidance and you seek information from them. So that's a mentor's job, to really advise you, to guide you to the door, to sometimes help you walk through it and give you a roadmap and so forth. A sponsor, well, now this person, and sometimes you have a sponsor and don't know you have them, but a sponsor is a really important role in your career. Sponsors knock down doors for you. Sponsors are in the know. Sponsors are in power positions, and that's important because what you're trying to do is go higher. And oftentimes we need leverage. Sponsors are your leverage. They are going to um, go in a room and talk you up. Go in a room and talk about you. Go in a room and put your name in there, even though you're not, right? And so sponsorship, you can know your sponsor or you may not. You can ask someone to sponsor you, or you don't have to. It really all depends. And there's a lot of relationship dynamics that come along with sponsorship. And one of the questions I get often around these three roles, can one person be all three things? The answer is yes. Oftentimes it's not. And my personal perspective on this is it's back to the tribe, the posse, the community, the squad, the board. You need multiple individuals because people have different life experiences and people have information that they can pull from various areas, right? That then they can pour that into you. So yes, you can have one person that is all three, but it's really to your benefit to build a team. Team Lisa, I have a team Lisa. Do you have a team? Whatever your name is. Um, and that team is comprised of a coach, a mentor, and a sponsor, right? Okay, so when I started I wasn't even an entrepreneurship journey, really. My journey, in corporate. So I'm working now, say 8-9 years. Decided to go back to graduate school, and I don't know, my timing might be a little bit off, but I enrolled in graduate school, and I found coaching. This is how I found coaching. And I started graduate school as an organization development major, right? I thought I wanted to solve and help organizations solve their challenges. Well, I since learned that I really want to help the individual. But when I had this discovery, I was like, oh my gosh, I love this coaching, right? What do I need to do? Well, that's the role of a mentor. So I had someone help me work through the fear. Now, who was that person? What role was that person? That person was a coach. right? Because I had this fear. This is 12, 13 years ago. Coaching wasn't as popular. I hadn't heard of a coach and didn't have a whole lot of information about a coach. So I'm thinking, okay, I don't want to take this leap. People know what an org development consultant does, but what the heck? What does a coach do? So I had a lot of fear. So a coach helped me get to the root of the fear and help me move me forward and work through the fear. Well, then I needed to know kind of, all right, what are the steps? How do I do it? What do I need to do? What does a journey look like? That's the role of a mentor. Okay? So here's what you need to do. You need to do this, 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 and this. Now, once I finish my program and I'm ready to work, I'm ready to get to work, I'm ready to coach, I have graduated, I am ready to go. I need clients. What role helped me find clients and put me in a space, right, where people were willing to hire me? Well, that is a sponsor. So that is what the 3 roles look like in action. Now, all of this, how do you get started? One, I recommend that you really sit down. If you're not crystal clear on what you want to accomplish and by when, so to speak, have it be time bound, create some real goals. You know, I want to, be hired as a VP or a director, or I want to leave my role and I want to be a full-time entrepreneur, or I want to grow my business and make X amount of dollars by X time. Get crystal clear about what you need to accomplish. And then start thinking about who can help you get there. Who has the expertise? Who's already in your network? Who's connected to who? Because sometimes a person you're not directly connected to the individual, but you know somebody that knows somebody that knows the person that you need to be connected to. So now you need to work your network, right? But if you work your network before you're crystal clear on what you need, well, then you're wasting somebody's time. So let's get clear, crystal clear, so that when you go to these folks, you can say without question, here's what I need to do, right? If you can't get clear on your own, what role can help you get clear? A coach. All right. So once you get clear on your goals, right? Maybe even take some time to gain a little bit of insight on your strengths and your opportunities, because as you begin to work with coaches or mentors or sponsors, you'll be able to pitch yourself and say, well, listen, I am excellent at this, this, and this. This right here, I probably need a little work. If you have any suggestions, any ideas, any resources that can help me develop in this area, that would be great. So maybe do a gap analysis, right? Go through your network, understand who's already available, who's already listening to you, who's already giving you guidance, feedback. And let me say something about feedback. Feedback is alive, but it's not well for Black women. We are not getting strategic feedback. We are not getting enough transparency around our performance. And we've really, really got to get a hold of this, because you don't know what your blind spots are. You need other people to help you identify areas where you need to improve. That's a whole nother live. So I'm not going to go down that path. So now you've gotten clear on your goals. You've taken, inventory of your strengths, your opportunities. You've examined your network, right? Now it's time to put them to work. When you go to your network, you go with specifics. You understand who you're asking and what you're asking them for. I am looking for a mentor to help me X. I am looking for a sponsor who can advocate and who can push me in the direction of Y. I need a coach because I need to develop X, right? And so now you have specifics for each individual. And keep in mind, your directors, your professional board, your posse, your squad, or whatever, they have specific, there are three specific areas in which they can all work, right? They can provide personal development, strategic uh, help, or operational help, meaning helping you get things done. So filter your network through that lens. Um, I need strategy because you're going to need strategy. You're going to need some how to's, the operational nuts and bolts. You're also going to need some personal development to help you manage stress and frustrations and just keep your well being in check. So I hope this is helpful. I really do want to stress the importance of this concept. There's articles about it. I haven't seen any research or any literature that talk about the three roles in the way I do. I have uh, um, built this into my own model. Your coach, your mentor, and your sponsor. However you choose to receive the information, know and understand that this is important for you. It's important for your growth and for your development. Now, let me see if there are questions. And I got to look to the side because I have a double screen. So I'm sorry that I'm looking away. Yes, ma'am. This is what I wish to stay on, but definitely gonna make a check in with you. Okay. Okay. So we don't have any questions. So I'm going to leave it here. I appreciate your time. If you're watching a replay, drop in the comments, replay. Just so I know that you tuned in. If you have questions, drop them in the chat. I'll come back to the live once it's posted, and I'll be sure to engage. Thanks for hanging out with me. Have a great day. And hey, don't forget to register for Breaking Free from Stereotypes, Navigating Unexpected Challenges as Black Women. It's happening May 11th, Eastern Time, 7 p.m. I have a potential third really good panelists coming to you with tons and tons of experience. I am so excited to be able to offer this. It's called my I Belong Conversation Series. And so I'll have one every quarter. So if you miss this one, you can certainly join the next, but I want to see you there. Go to ibelongconvos.com to register, and I hope to talk to you soon. Take care.